to the Toronto Blue Jays today. It was a really rough game from a hit standpoint. We got dominated by every one of their bullpen guys, as well as Manoah. Soria, he walked the first batter, former Tiger Soria. He walked the first batter, like 3 straight balls, and then he got back in the count and walked them. So I immediately thought that was our inning. We were gonna do the same thing as yesterday and score in the 8th, and then have Soto come shut it down. But he then goes on to strike out not only Badu but Derek Hill. So that was a really bad run stopper there because Willie drew a really good walk. So that sucked. And then Jordan Romano came in and he pitched the 9th and the 10th, and he looked ridiculous. He was throwing 101. He was just painting everything. I mean, the guy, I don't know how this team is so bad with, or not at least first in their division, with that pitching staff. I'm seeing 2 to 3 solid bullpen arms, and then they have Springer, Vlad, Bichette, Simeon, Gurriel Jr. So, I am very shocked this team is as bad as they are, but anyway, let's get back to the game. So some positives for the day. Candelario had a RBI single that scored Scope and put Grossman on third, so we can pretty much credit him for both the runs because our next run was from Eric Haas on a fielder's choice. He could not turn two and he got safe at first, so Grossman scored from third. And then we were silent from there with the bats. We didn't put up any walks. How many total walks do we have today? 1. That is so bad. 1 walk is just not going to win you a ball game. We walked 3 people, so not bad either, but we gave up 12 hits and they gave up 5. So even though it was 2-2 going into the 10th, they had way more hits than us. The throw home from Badu to Haas, I feel like Haas should be blocking the plate more. I know the throw wasn't necessarily the most accurate throw, but like, you should be blocking the plate more because Vlad got to dive from so far away and he got such a clean slide in there. You got to block the plate and make it a difficult slide. Make the ump make a bad call, or make the ump have to make a tough call. If anything, just don't let him get in there. But I think that run could have been prevented. I don't know why Urania wasn't allowed to go more than 3 innings, and also why Alex Lane came in before Tyler Alexander. I think the bullpen was managed well, but just not as well as it could. I don't want to see Funkhauser late in games. He's a starter for like 3 innings, or he's a 5th inning guy if you can't get if your starter's on low pitches. He's not a closer. He's not a 10th inning guy, man. He doesn't have the funk anymore. So we need to have like Lane pitching where Falmer was, and then Falmer pitching the 9th instead of Soto. I don't like seeing Soto coming in when it's a tie game. I want to see Soto in a pure closer role, and then, of course, if he gives up a run or something, take him out. But I'd much rather have the bullpen be Funkhauser be used earlier. And I don't know why Foley came in for 1 out, because Tyler gave up, or he didn't even give up a hit. It was an error. They didn't make it an error. It should have been an error on Willie Castro. He lost it in the sun. And then Tyler got the next 2 outs, and the guy was in second, and Foley gives up 2 hits. Like, why did he take out Tyler? You could have kept him in and let him finish the inning, and then use Foley for a full inning. And then, again, we don't have to use we should use Funkhauser. Why did we use Foley right there? Foley should have been used completely different, but anyway, back to okay. So for predictions, I made a couple predictions. First one was to look out for Gurriel Jr., and that one was spot on. 2 for 3 with 2 walks, so 4 times on base. That's the best game out of anyone besides probably Dickerson. So I also said to look out for Simeon, 1 for 5. So that was not accurate. My next predictions, I said Grossman was gonna have a good game. Not a good game, just not a bad game. He had that single that made our rally start, and he scored the second run as well, so not a bad game. And I also said Harold Castro would have a good game. No, that did not happen. 0 for 4. He did not even have some good at bats either today. It was a rough day. I said for Urania, if he went 3 innings, you give up 1 earned run, 2 innings, no earned runs. So I was kind of close on that, but anyway. And then my score prediction, I put 6-8, and it ended up being 3-2. So that was completely off. I'm gonna try to make that one more accurate tomorrow, but. We'll be back tomorrow against the Blue Jays, and then we'll have a 1-game set against the Twins on Monday. And I will be doing the pregame tomorrow. Yeah, this was a rough one. Let's hope we can actually get the bats going against Barrios tomorrow, because we have not been able to hit against a single Blue Jays team. So tomorrow, let's hope that changes. We can put up some runs, because this is Boyd's first start in like 2 months. I don't know if he's going to be going long, and we're going to have to use the bullpen a ton again. I'm guessing Cisnero was off today, which sucks, because I think we should be winning every game. So especially since we had the day off the day prior, we should not have anyone having the day off today. I don't get it. The season's almost over, but whatever. Hopefully he plays tomorrow, and I'll be back for the pregame.